today's GM will do the right thing. This begins with my sincere apologies to everyone who's been affected by this recall.
Yet another apology today from the CEO of GM, Mary Barra, who spent another day on the hot seat in D.C. Barra being grilled by a Senate committee investigating what GM knew and when they knew it about those faulty ignition switches. Now, the defective switches, they're being linked to at least 13 deaths. The company has since recalled 2.6 million vehicles, and records show GM aware of the problem all the way back in 2001, but they failed to address it. The records also show that the defect could have probably cost about 57 cents to fix. Doug, I can just imagine this is a dream when it comes to a civil case here. But explain to the audience how you establish responsibility, and then how you figure out what is negligence, and then what that negligence is worth.
Okay.
Start with the responsibility, I guess.
So responsibility in this case. So after 10 years of these people knowing that people are dying, pain and suffering, misery, they're coming forward now and they're saying, we're doing the right thing. We're doing the right thing. We're stepping forward. We're acknowledging our mistake. I mean, that's exactly the type of conduct that you would love to throw before a jury. I mean, you'd love to hear them talk, listen to that.
You don't think it's a sincere apology?
Yeah, her sincere apology. And I think, isn't it very interesting the way she's the new head of GM? She keeps talking about the old culture. Oh, they didn't like bad news, but we're doing it differently. So we're going to do the right thing. Doing the right thing would have been 10 years ago, would have been doing the right thing, putting the 57-cent pieces in there and pulling the cars out of there. It's impossible for them to do the right thing. That's long gone. Now they have to do what they're forced to do.
In negligence. How is negligence in the eyes of the law established, and then how do you attach the penalties to it?
Well, in a case like this, it appears that there's documents talking about these problems that these cars are having, parts that they're not replacing, that even when they know that this part is defective, they're not stepping forward and saying it's defective. They're letting it being put into cars again, and people are dying and getting hurt. So negligence is going to be established through the documents in this case. So now they're bringing in this guy Feinberg, who we all know from 9/11, and they're saying it's really about the numbers. But if you notice, they're asking her questions about, well, what do you know? Well, we have a lawyer, we hired a lawyer, and that lawyer is going to tell us what we know. But she's never coming out and saying, we're going to pay these people, we're going to pay them exactly what they deserve, by the way. And by the way, they were in bankruptcy. You know, they have the waiving, everything before 2009. She's not saying we're going to waive that, and we're going to pay all the way back to 2001.
Can you imagine we're bailing these people out at the same time?
It's unbelievable. I mean listen, she's got a tough job because she's got to do this, and I get it, and I do get it. But these people are, far from doing the right thing at this point.
But Doug, the bankruptcy thing is what I heard as well. Is it so that they may not be on the hook for everything pre-2009 because of the bankruptcy?
Yeah, personal injury suits, they don't have to pay on it. And there's a question about whether they're going to waive that and step up and pay these people.
Would they be apologizing so fervently if they didn't know that they had that?
Yeah, well, that's, I think,
But if they're engaged in a fraud, it's not going to be dischargeable, is it? I mean, the DOJ is investigating these people criminally. This goes beyond mere negligence. If these reports are to be believed, it's culpable recklessness. You're going to see indictments here for fraud or worse.
It could be bankruptcy fraud as well. I mean,
yeah, definitely. Well, civil is different than criminal.
Yeah, but on the civil side, are the families best served? I know we're going to go to a break. Going through, in this case, Feinberg, that he'll basically attach a numerical value, and then there'll be a formula applicable for the families, or are they better served to say, no, I'll take my own chances here. I'll hire my own Doug Von Oys or whatever, and I'm going to do my own civil pursuit here to try and get the most that I can. Realistically, given all the baggage of the bankruptcy and everything else, what's the best thing for these families, especially if they want to see money in the next 5 years?
I mean, it depends upon the family. We see the BP spill.
Yeah.
Some people want their money sooner rather than later. Other people want to roll the dice. You never know at this point. The waiving your claim. Are you a person that's prior to 2009, so you don't have a claim? Maybe you want to get in on resolving your case through Feinberg. Somebody after that may say, you know what, forget it.
It's really a case-by-case basis,
Absolutely.
Right? Okay, when we come back here, we've talked quite a bit on this show, from everything of the revelations that happened at Rikers to stories that we're seeing playing out, not just in New York, but across the country. Criminalizing the mentally ill. We've seen it happen, as I said, in New York, but in Mississippi, New Mexico. is this just a reality of this, or what is going on in the criminal justice system? We're going to ask Jimmy about that when we come back, so please stay with us.